Hello. So I just briefly wanted to go over our next essay with you. Just again, the observation essay. So remember the key thing that you need to know with this assignment is that you are choosing a group of people, you're choosing a community to observe them. Now, the reason that I am doing an extra video is because I want to kind of discuss some alternative options to you. So, normally students choose sporting events or music events or religious organizations or something like that. Very few students in the past have chosen online communities to look at. Um, However, due to the recent announcement of the university to, you know, put put some things online, and then with the World Health Organization talking about, maybe staying in closed doors and getting out as minimally as possible. I think it would be best to consider an online community. Now, an online community is anything with some sort of forum or chat function, something so that way users can interact with each other. There is Reddit, you can do Twitter hashtags, there are multiplayer games, there's Facebook groups, there are dating apps. You have a lot of online communities that are available for you to look at. So, which, by the way, this last sentence, for more information, please follow the YouTube link. This is the YouTube link. So, it's 3 to 5 pages. Do what you can to get there. I have a student example. I will show you a couple of things that that student does to expand. Um, which, by the way, let me say this really quickly. So, the university has encouraged us as instructors, professors, to keep due dates. So, yes, there is that extra spring break for now. We may or may not come back. I don't know, but our due dates will stay as planned. So make sure that you pay careful attention to the due dates. Now, I am, however, aware that a lot of you are caretakers. A lot of you may not have the best access to internet and things like that. Some of you may be traveling as well, and so what's crucial about whatever happens next, with our class, if it's online, face to face, whatever it is, keep in contact with me. Email me if these due dates become too much for you. I already had a student this morning email me and say, "Hey, Miss Lawrenceberry, they told us to pack up. Is it okay if I do your topic proposal later?" And my answer was, "Yes, of course, no problem. I want you to get whatever you need done and then do my course last." So, um, let me go ahead and just briefly show you that student's essay. So, the student chose to look at Wall Street Bets on Reddit, which is actually this website. So, notice Reddit is an online platform where people can get together and discuss certain topics. So, um, something that the student does is kind of give a bit of a summary of what's going on, but it's very natural because the student is starting by saying he's speaking as if he's there at the New York Stock Exchange. Um, you can hear the clicking and clacking of the keyboards, you can hear the chat. Um, he begins as if he's right there in the community and he's starting his narrative. So it's not, "This is the community I'm going to be talking about. This is why I chose this community." He's jumping straight in. He begins by talking about specifically what's happening today. And notice that he includes some dialogue. So, um, he mentions some users as well. He's giving some context for what's going on. He uses very authentic language. So if this is, if someone is saying it, just go ahead and put it in your forum. Um, a student probably could have experimented with organization a little bit more. Possibly could have done something like this. So just remember to keep it creative. Now, something else that the student does is they keep the language authentic. So as someone says something in the forum, the student puts it in this essay, and then the student, you'll notice, starts explaining what some of these terms mean, but it's very, very natural. Um, a lot of this dialogue begins new paragraphs, um, that kind of thing. So don't give me a formal paragraph that says, this is what I'm going to be talking about. This is the first thing I want to talk about. This is the second thing. So create that narrative, create that story, include that dialogue, that description, that explanation, um, and you'll do great with it. So I will put this on Moodle for you. Um, Go ahead, look through it, see what you think about it. Which, by the way, this student got a low A on the paper. The student made a lot of revisions, so this is a great example for you to look at and follow if it helps you. So I want to talk about some different communities that you can look at. Um, so let's say you are on Twitter. Um, you can look up Twitter hashtags. So right here, President Trump just announced a national state of emergency. Um, what was it last night? The travel ban. So a lot has been happening talking about Corona. But so let's say, for instance, let's just talk about this for just a second. So if you want to follow a hashtag, let's pretend that you're wanting to look up The Bachelor, popular ABC reality show. Um, you could click on that specific hashtag. You notice here at the top you have top latest people, photos, videos. So these tend to be the most popular as most popular tweets here in this category. If you go to latest, you have people tweeting every few seconds or so. So you could say Mads Rose Adams tweeted this. You could click on it and see what someone else says to that particular tweet. So you would creatively be piecing things together here as well. But so that's an option to you. And again, you can choose any of these trends over here. Something else that you can do. So let's just imagine that you're on Facebook. You can go down here to groups. You can click on some of those groups. Let's say that you choose one of these categories down here. There are several options available to you. Let's go back here and say that we click on relationships and identity. You'll notice that there are several groups here. Let's just say we clicked on St. Louis LGBT socials. You could click. Now, this is a private group, so you would need permission to join this group. But then you could, talk about people's posts, talk about the event signage on it as well. So, again, creating that narrative. And again, you also have Reddit available to you. So, again, another option available to you, multiplayer games. A lot of you, if you play games online, as long as there's some sort of communication between players, I think it's great. And something else So if you do want to attend a religious organization, that's fine. Probably check ahead to make sure that they haven't canceled. Um, you could go to a restaurant, assuming restaurants don't close, or maybe you just want to do this fairly quickly before restaurants start closing. Um, you could also, if you end up going to the doctor's office, you could take notes on the doctor's office as well. Who's sitting there in the office? What kind of employees are there? What are they saying to each other? What forms are they filling out? Um, that kind of thing as well. So, um, so your topic approval is due tonight, but I'm aware that a lot of you are probably stressing about packing up to go home, or maybe you're just a little overwhelmed mentally right now. So, like I said, it's crucial if you need more time that you take that time, but contact me and let me know. Otherwise, your topic approval um, is due within the next couple of days. Your first draft is due March 23rd. We won't be in class, but I will put up a peer review online that you can use. Um, this upcoming week, professors and instructors are getting a lot of training for some different Moodle settings and using some other software and technology as well. So we'll see what we can do for peer review. But these due dates stay the way they are. Um, unless something happens, in which case I will notify you. So, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I will take a look at your topic approvals, get you some feedback as soon as possible. If you're traveling, be safe. If you're packing up, you know, be safe, stay healthy, and if I don't see you, I will talk to you soon. Thank you.